Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, and this video is gonna be all about COVID-19, things we're most worried about. The entire world is quarantined, and I just wanted to talk about how it affected the application cycles of us poor foreign American dentists who want so much to travel to the United States but can't because of the quarantine. I don't think this video is going to hold a lot of informational value. It's just kind of my way of trying to find positive in a very negative situation that we're dealing with right now. So first of all, coronavirus, INBDE, that is ending. That was supposed to end in May, and all of us got the visas to go and pass this exam that couldn't happen. That I cannot imagine how frustrating it must be. I'm very sorry to people who are going through this, but I heard the people who were actually registered for INBDE were allowed to defer it, as much as I heard, for fall. And that is pretty good, because what is the good thing about it? Let's think about the good thing. The good thing is probably that you have more time to actually prepare for it, which is great. So we will definitely pass it. But for people who actually wanted to pass it and didn't have time to register and have to go through INBDE, I wanted to just share what I know about INBDE and find some positive in that too. So INBDE, actually, as much as I can figure, only us foreign trained dentists will be able to take it in the first year as it launched. Let me explain why. I joined the second year class. The second year class normally will take their INBDE Part 1 this summer, but they will not because they're entering INBDE cycle. And they will take their INBDE cycle after the third year. So no Americans, technically. The third year, who are now third year, will be fourth year in the summer. So they're not going to be taking their INBDE. They're already taking the INBDE Part 1. So INBDE is not for the third years, current third years. So the people who are second year now, it's such mental gymnastics, I'm getting myself confused, but stay with me here. People who are second year now are going to be third year in the summer, and they are not eligible for INBDE just yet. They're going to take it after their third year. So this year is going to be our prime time to take INBDE, because we are going to be the guinea pigs, the foreign dentists. That is a genius plan. They want us to test it so no American dentist will fail it. Is it good? Maybe. We have no one to compete. No scaling. Only scaling is against ourselves. No American smarties will be able to tell us what to do, and they will not adjust our score. So that is actually pretty good. Do we know what's going to be on INBDE? No. Do they know what's going to be in INBDE? No. Nobody knows. So dentistry is still there. Dentistry is not changing. So chances are it's just going to be INBDE Part 2. So this would be a great time for foreign people to pass their INBDE and just be done with it all in one go. So here we go. Thanks coronavirus, people who couldn't register for INBDE can actually go ahead and try their best in INBDE. Another thing that I'm actually very curious about, and I would like some input of people who are going through it now, interviews. Interviews were usually start going through summer. That's the time when first colleges start inviting for the interviews. But we will have social distancing problem, will they have flying problems, visa problems, so chances are interviews are going to be online. In fact, I know that some interviews right now that are going through are already online, because I went through one, and I'm going to tell you later why I went through an interview. Stay tuned. But if interviews are online, will there be a bench test? Nobody likes the bench test. Is it going to be canceled? That is what I want to know. Maybe the schools who have interviews in October will kind of think about it, but summer schools, I doubt, will have bench test. So will the interviews be canceled altogether? Will the admissions defer this cycle? But that's not a good case scenario. But if the interviews are actually going to happen online, wouldn't it be so much more convenient to prepare for it from the comfort of your home and not have a bench test and not study for it? So that's also, if that is true, and please let me know if you know something about it, I would like to hear from it and just share with the audience about this. So that would be a very good thing if the bench test was canceled. So keep me informed. I want some information on that. Thank you. And the last thing I wanted to share, which is kind of a life update, I guess, not really, just a story. So another positive thing that actually affected me during this coronavirus pandemic, I got accepted to BU. Can you imagine? The cycle was completely closed in February. They were done with their interview, class collected. But people who were going to travel from other countries could not receive their visas because all of the borders are closed. And if the education will be partly online, through Zoom calls, as most schools are doing right now, that is not a situation where you are eligible for student visa. So some people declined their admission, and I didn't look half bad. So that was great to me. I got accepted to BU. Will I go? No, I'm already in a program which I'm pretty happy with. So, but still, I have reasons to believe that other schools will follow this lead, and I think it's a problem for people who are in their own countries and trying to travel for a school that they got accepted for and get a visa. That sucks for you guys. But if you're American resident and you didn't get accepted, there are some chances that you can still receive your invitation for this summer, for this application cycle. So that's pretty exciting. Thanks, coronavirus. That was helpful from you. At least something came out good from this horrible situation. So this was a short, very non-informational video. I'm sorry about that. I hope it wasn't too boring to listen, but I just wanted to share those news because I thought that was completely bizarre to receive an interview invitation from BU, which I dreamed about getting into BU, and it finally came true. I wouldn't lie, I couldn't reject that interview invitation because I wanted it so much and I didn't receive it, and now I actually got in. So I hope that some of you will receive invitations too who didn't receive them during your time. So, you know, try to find something good about it. So, on other news, I'm having quite a week. My dog bit my face, and if you see a bruise here, that's the bite mark of my dog. So I'm having quite a week. And I'm going back to school on Monday. So this whole pandemic thing is hopefully going to be over for me, and I'm going back to normal. I hope most of you are as well. And by the way, in this video I wanted to share that I'm almost done with personal statements of people who sent them to me from the last video, but I actually found myself enjoying it very much, checking those personal statements and finding out more about you. So if you still want me to check your personal statement or any other part of your application, I'm always there. You can DM me on my Instagram, and if I do have some free time, which I do plenty, I have plenty of free time right now, I will just text you my email address, and you can email me your personal statement or any part of your application that you think my input will be valuable.